Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Rakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, the rule well. And the salute and the shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring and pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. The Spirit is on me to do a lesson today, to do a lesson right now. I have no idea what I'm going to go into, but let's just see where the Spirit takes us. Where the Spirit take me. Let's see. All right. So IUIC, they said that the mark of the beast is sin, right? But now, what is a sin is taking the mark of the beast. Okay? That is a sin. Taking the mark of the beast. Right? But the mark itself is not sin. Because you cannot buy with sin. Okay? Let's get Revelation 13 and 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, or in their foreheads. Right now, the word for mark in the Greek is charagma, right? Means to make an incision, basically, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? Now, you have homeless people, right? You have homeless people that sin all the time. But yet, they can't buy food, though. But they can't buy food though, man. They can't buy groceries, man. So how is the mark of the beast sin when you can't buy with sin? Because sin is not currency, man. Sin does not allow you to buy something. Now, let's get Leviticus. I believe it's 19. Now, what is a sin is this. This is Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh, right? Now the word marks, it's like another word for marks. It should be kwai, right? Kwai. It says what? Incision, imprinted mark, right? So you're not supposed to make any cuttings in your flesh, right? Now, if you accept the mark of the beast and you take it, this is what it is. Hold on, let's see real quick. It says charagma, right? See, it says charagma. Says an imprinted mark. Okay? The mark branded upon horses, right? Now, says thing carved, sculptured, graven work. Now, let's go into graven, see what it say. See. Engrave an inscription or image on the surface. Yeah, no. All right. So it says what, man? An imprinted mark, right? Imprinted. Let's get that. It says stamp. impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface or a body. A young animal come to recognize another. Let's see. All right. So the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. All right. Now, taking the RFID chip, that is a sin according to the scriptures. All right, because you will be making a cutting in your flesh. Okay. Now, if you take it, this is what's going to happen to you. It says, and the third angel, this is Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the image and his, so like you worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they shall have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image. Whosoever receiveth his mark, it's like whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay? Now, when IUIC said that the mark of the beast is sin, they're basically saying that they have the mark. They're basically saying that they're fucked. Because I know they sin. All right, man, they get lineups. They get lineups, man. See? They are calling on who, man? Jesus, right? All right, man, and calling on the name of a, and the thing is, man, calling on the name of a false god, that's sin. That's sin, man. All right? And like I said, man, you cannot buy anything with sin. You can't do that, man. That don't make any sense, man. You have to have currency to buy something. All right, man? Because sin is not currency, man. Sin ain't currency. Let's go into Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. Go to a whole nother subject. Let's get this. Ezekiel 9:1, it says, he cried also in mine hearing with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men were it says, and behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man with a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with their writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of Yahweh of Israel, it says, and the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn in his hand. And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? Now, this mark in Ezekiel 9 and 4 is a mark that's an exemption from judgment, right? It's a spiritual mark. Okay? It's a spiritual mark. Right? And the word for mark in this is thawah, right? Thawah in the Hebrew. All right, H8427. Okay, says desired mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay, now who has the mark that will exempt them from judgment? The elect does. Okay, let's get Revelation 7 real quick. Revelation 7 and 4. So it's like Revelation 7 and 1. It says, And after these I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth. That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. All right, man, sealed with what? With what, man? Sealed with this knowledge, man, and sealed with the names Yahweh and Yahushua. Okay? So the elect, they won't have to go through they won't have to go through. So like, hold on, how can I say this? The elect, they will be exempt from the judgment that's coming to America, man. All right, they will be exempt from that. Now, do we know if we are of the elect? No, we don't. But we have to make our calling and our election sure. Okay. This is 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Says, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Right? Election sure, right? Let's go into the word sure. Says stable, fast, firm. Right? So basically make your election sure is to stand firm, be steadfast. Right? So making your calling and election sure, you're constantly doing the work. Right, man? You're constantly studying, you're constantly walking circumspectly, right? You're searching the scriptures daily, all right? You constantly have your hand on the plow, okay? Let's get this. This is let's see, either for below seeing, you know these things before and beware less. Con. This is Second Peter 3:17. It says, ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, and fall from your own steadfastness. Right? So, Jake, we must be aware, right? We must walk circumspectly, right, man? Right, Jake? And don't believe everything you hear, man. Right? Because the members of IUIC, they basically believe everything they hear. They don't go into the Hebrew, they don't go into the Greek or the Latin. They just believe what they hear, man. It says, well, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. Right? Let's get this. This is how you spell steadfast. Con. Let's get 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? So, being steadfast. Let's get the word steadfast real quick. See what that say. Steadfast. See. Steadfast. Steadfastly. It's not giving me nothing. Steadfast. Is this?
Strong's G 1476. Hedraios. Hedraios.
Alright? It means this. Firm, consonant, firm, immovable, steadfast. Okay? Loyal. Loyal, firm, steadfast, resolutely, or dutiful, firm, unwavering. Right? So when you are steadfast, you are loyal, you are firm, and you are unwavering, man. You're constantly on your duty, man. You're constantly doing your job. Okay? Now, who's who's the camp, the group that's steadfast, that's always on the job, that's always dutiful? Why did I do that? All right, man. Great Millstone. We are the #1 camp group that's always on the job, that's always dutiful, that's firm, man. Okay? Let's get this real quick. just going where the Spirit takes me, man. This is Proverbs 24 and 21. It says, "My son, fear thou Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, and the King." It says, "And meddle not with them that are given to change." All right. Now, who's given to change? Nate of IUIC, he's given to change. All right. Who else is given to change? General Yohana, right? He said that the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. Now he's saying it's something else. He's saying it's Christianity is all this. So he keeps changing it up, man. Right? Because 20-some years ago, in a video, Nate of IUIC, he firmly and beautifully broke down the names Yahweh and Yahushua. And you could see that he meant it. But now he's calling on Jesus now, right? That don't make no sense. So he's giving the change, man. Let's get change. Shana, in the Hebrew, Shana, says to change, alter, to disguise oneself. Wow. Okay. But let's, real quick. Let's give it a change, right? Let's see. See, I counsel thee to keep the commandment, to keep the king's commandment, that in regard of the oath of Yahweh. All right. So Yohana, he's what, man? He's double-minded, right? He's double-minded. James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. See? So when you are double-minded, you are what, man? You really don't know what to believe, man. All right, man? Double-minded. Let's get that. Double-minded, wavering, uncertain, doubting. Right, man? So when you are double-minded, you are uncertain, man. You're really not sure. You don't know. You have to know, man. You have to be sure. So that's what persuaded, right? How do you spell persuade? Let's get, this is the book of Romans. Chapter 14, verse 5, it says, "One man esteemeth a day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind." Persuaded. This is the last verse. This is the last one I'm gonna get. Persuaded, it says, cause someone to do something through reason or argument. Okay, persuaded. Persuade. Let's see. Says what? Convince. Right? So if you are uncertain, you're not convinced of anything. But if you are persuaded, you are convinced. You believe. You must believe, man. You can't be double-minded, man. You must know, all right, man. You must believe what you are saying, man. You cannot be changing it up, man. You can't be changing it up. You have to be sure, man. All right. So with that, I say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ma'ashem Yahushua, Ma'ashem Makadosh, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great meals, doing them well, and the salute and the shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring and pushing the truth, and I'm sincerity and the truth. And with that, I say shalom.